Hello and welcome to week 16 of Bits and Bobs, where we outline this week's best mods. To start us off today, we've got the Seratic Armour set. The armour is a very defensive looking set, with huge metal plates covering most of the body and chainmail covering the rest. The stats of the armour are the same as the vanilla ebony set, and you'll need the ebony smithing perk to be able to make it. The armour will work for both males and females, which is something we don't usually see, so we're glad this set incorporates both genders. We think it's a perfect example of what an armour set should look like in Skyrim, and it definitely looks like it will protect you from any attacks that come your way.
And now we'll move on from armour designed for a knight to armour for a mage. The Tribunal Robes can be crafted at a forge under the miscellaneous menu and come with boots, a body, headgear and gloves. The set is also available in 5 different colour variants: black, red, blue, green and white. As well as being available in 3 different armour types: clothing, heavy and light. And unlike some other user-made armours, there's actually a physical difference between the 3 types. The clothing version mainly contains just cloth. The light version contains 1 main piece of armour, and the heavy has the most armour of the 3. Currently the set is for females only, but the creator plans to make it for males too, as well as adding matching weapons and shields, so keep an eye out for that, or maybe add it to your tracking list on Nexus.
The Yet Another Werewolf improvement mod does exactly what you'd expect. It improves the way werewolves are in Skyrim. The mod now makes the player invincible while transforming, and it will also restore your health, meaning you can transform when you're having some trouble, and you'll be able to make a swift comeback. Your armour sets are also boosted while transformed, and you'll even gain 30% magic resistance, making you even more protected. If you do manage to get attacked and need to regenerate some health, you'll now regen at 3 times the rate compared to before you transformed. Along with the defensive aspect of the mod, you'll now attack everything that's 180 degrees in front of you, and your attacks will ignore armour, meaning you're stronger than ever. Finally, the mod creator has tweaked the level bonuses you receive when transformed, to make transforming at a high level more rewarding. We think the vanilla werewolf needed something to make it a bit more enticing in game, and this mod definitely makes up for everything it was lacking before.
Over the past few weeks we saw a few suggestions to keep an eye out for a mod that allows you to realistically reset your perk points. So we did, and we found this. To start the resetting process, you'll need to head to the Guardian Stones near Riverwood, where you'll find a new structure. Go up to it and press E to open the menu, and it'll explain that it'll cost you 3 dragon souls to reset and that you can only do it once every 30 in-game days. After you accept, your points will be reset and it all works fine. However, this will only work for vanilla perks, but the creator has included a small guide on how to make it work with modded ones. Overall, it's a completely functional and well thought out mod.
And if you want a new race to try out instead of resetting perks on a previous character, you might want to try out the Undead Nord race by Aquin 2004. The race's appearance will change depending on what mods you have installed that change the vanilla Nord race. In the video we've got Better Females by Bella and Better Males by Chris57 installed. The race is very strong, starting off with a health, stamina and magicka rating of 100 and having increased regen rate on all 3. You'll also be immune to frost damage, disease and poison. Some may argue that the race is overpowered, but it's supposed to be authentic in the way the mod creator sees the undead, as strong opposable forces.
But if you're more the type who likes to hunt the undead rather than be one, then maybe the Vampire Hunter armor set is for you. You can get your hands on the set in 2 different ways. You can either craft it at a forge under the steel category, or you can follow a small story and find the set hidden in a secret lair. The mod comes with a full armor set including a unique hat and a Vampire Hunter's sword, which can also be crafted at a forge. However, to get the hat to work correctly, you'll need to download another mod called Bob's Armory, but apart from that we think it's a well made armor that fits in nicely with the upcoming Dawnguard DLC.
And stepping away from the undead, the You Sleep mod aims to fix a problem in Skyrim that many people find to break the immersion of the game. When you sleep in a bed with the mod installed, you'll be able to see your character sleeping for a short amount of time before they sit up and then stand like a normal NPC. How long you see your character sleeping and what you wear when you're sleeping are fully adjustable through a new menu that can be brought up by using a shout. The mod is very well made, and we think it's great for players who love to be fully immersed while playing.
And if you still haven't had enough sleep after the last mod, then we have the Craftable and Placeable Bedrolls. The mod adds 3 craftable bearskin bedrolls to the game, with each one's appearance corresponding to the type of bear pelt used, either normal, cave or snow. Using them is relatively simple. You drop the rolled up bedroll and then press E to either pick it up or roll it out. After you roll it out, you can then press E again to either sleep in it or pack it away. The bedrolls are Havok-enabled. That means they will tilt and angle themselves to fit the ground beneath them, no matter where you decide to place or drag them. We've seen portable campsite mods before, but none that are executed quite as nicely as this one.
The More Saddles mod gives the player more choice in how their horse looks. The mod adds 4 new custom saddles that are available to download individually, so you can try them all out before deciding on which one is your favourite. There are 2 saddles for hunters, 1 for a knight and 1 for a travelling bard, so there's definitely something for everyone in this mod. The mod is still a work in progress, so you can probably expect even more varieties in the future. We hope to see a version released where you can have all of the saddles installed at the same time, and can choose which saddle you'd like to use on your horse from a menu in-game, to make switching between them more simple. This mod is the mod creator's first mod, and we'll definitely keep an eye on any future releases, and we suggest you do too.
And now let's relax with a high definition pint. The unique booze bottles mod replaces the original low quality bottles with HD variants. The mod replaces over 20 different bottles in total, from wine to brandy to good old fashioned mead. It also changes them so you can actually read what's inside the bottle from a distance, unlike before where several bottles would use the same plain white label. The author of this mod also made the Radiant HD Potions mod we reviewed a few weeks ago, so it's nice to see him making more contributions with his work, and we hope to see more in the future.
If you want more people around to share your new HD booze with, the new NPCs in the Wild mod will be a perfect choice. The mod adds a very large quantity of NPCs of different factions around Skyrim. The NPCs will act as you'd expect them to. Hunters will hunt the animals that are around, and different groups from opposite factions will have small battles. You'll have to ride past the Whiterun stables to activate the effect, so make sure you remember to do that when you try out the mod. The mod makes the game much more realistic, as you'll run into NPCs much more often now, compared to how rare they are in vanilla Skyrim.
And finally, we'll be leaving you with a very unique weapon. The Hell Sword is a one-handed iron sword that was recently added to Skyrim by Newermind43. The model and texture was actually made by a person named Firebat over on the Polycount forums, and they have been used with permission for this sword. In the video, the sword is called Iron Sword, but with the latest update to the mod, the sword is now called the Hell Sword, and it also has a two-handed variant. And as always, if you enjoyed any of the mods in today's show, then click the endorse or favourite buttons to show your support. You can also suggest mods either down below or over on our Facebook page. Links for that and everything else will be down below, and thanks for watching.